Welcome back to Roofing Explained with our roofing expert, Mr. Mike Feazel, right here. Homeowners, if you have had a roofing contractor come to your home, then you have heard them throw around designations, a platinum, gold, medallion. You've probably heard all of these with a stamp of approval from some manufacturer. But what does it all mean? And how do you know that you're not being taken advantage of, or it's just a bunch of that old school snake oil stuff just to get you to buy from them? Luckily, we've got our roofing expert right here, Mr. Mike Feazel. Mike, you know a thing or two about designations, and you've been a part of even creating some in the past.
Yeah.
They can seem a little bit confusing to a layman like me when I see so many plastered on the sides of trucks and on websites what any of this stuff means.
You know, it's like all marketing and hype, right? It started off with great intentions years ago. My brother and I helped create the first, and it still exists, the GAF Master Elite program.
Mm-hmm.
We were part of creating that program back in the mid-'90s. They selected 10 contractors from across the country, and, it was a great program. We're talking pre-internet. So it was getting the information in the hands of contractors, in the hands of their technicians, and truly educating them. Before that, roofing contractors, the trade was, you learned from somebody who was an installer, and you still do, but the only information for the most part was on the back of the bundle. That's how I learned to roof, was flipping over the back of a bundle. And so that was just a great way to educate the contractor on ventilation and so many other things. Still a great program today. They have different levels of it, depending on the size of the company, how long they've been around, because they have different warranted packages. And so the premium warranted packages, depending on your designation, if you don't have the high enough designation, then you can't give the premium package offered by any manufacturer. They all do that now. And that's why you talked about the gold pledge and this designation and the medallion. But now all of the manufacturers have it. Almost any contractor can get the lowest level.
Yeah.
And for the homeowner, they don't know the difference between one distinction to the next. Contractors are overselling it. But again, they're just trying to differentiate themselves.
One of the frustrating things that I found as a homeowner, and this is when I was going back to getting a roof myself, I noticed that everybody had one of these, let's just say, designations. But when you go to try to figure out what they really mean, because I thought to myself, well, does this mean the guy is really number one, or is this just a bunch of BS?
Yeah.
Try going to a website and figuring it out. The manufacturers do make it difficult to figure out what designation is actually more meaningful than the other, because they want the roofers to feel as though they are special and not to be compared against other contractors at their expense.
Correct.
So Mike, how do I as a homeowner, do I even care about the designation itself, or do I ask a different question when it comes to the designation?
Different questions.
Different questions. Okay.
So to make everything very simple, and I've said this, we've done a number of these shows. So to make it very simple, forget about all the designations.
Okay.
Buy a contractor that has been in business for a minimum of 5 years. If they've been in business for 10 or 15 years, even better. Longevity. 100 reviews. If you've been in business for 5 years and you don't have 100 reviews, right? That's only 20 reviews a year, right? I don't want to do business with a contractor who's doing 2 roofs a month, 10 roofs a month. I want to do, at least somebody who's doing a roof a day, right? 20 roofs a month, even 10 roofs a month, right? That's still 100 roofs a year.
Yes.
If you're not working January and February. They better have 100 reviews. So, and the reviews better be 4.7 or better. They have to have a license, insurance, right? Take the time to read the reviews. Google reviews, certified, verified Google reviews. Reviews are easy to be bought.
Yes.
Or you just say how many reviews you have. But if they're not on Google, they don't exist in my mind. They're the only company that truly verifies those reviews. And once you have that, again, find the right contractor, everything else falls in line. You can't go fake a bunch of satisfied customers, verified satisfied customers. And if there's a 1 in there, it can't get buried. They can't remove it. So whatever their number is, it's just like when you buy an Amazon. If you're like me, I look at all the different products that they have if I need something, and I scan the reviews. And if it's something that's not expensive, I don't go in and start reading the reviews. But if I'm spending a few $100s on something, I'm going to click and start reading reviews and bounce around, and then I buy what I buy. And I trust those reviews because Amazon also, they don't scrub those reviews. If it's a 1, it's a 1.
Yeah.
If it's a 5, it's a 5.
See, I believe that these certifications, what they're really, well, the meaning that they have to a homeowner are when things go wrong. They don't mean anything if everything goes right.
Correct. And they made sense at one time. Now because everybody is doing it, and now there's 5 different flavors of every distinction, and so it doesn't mean as much because it's been watered down. But the intention is good, and it's all about the education. But today, contractors become educated. A homeowner can know everything they want to know about roofing from the internet. They just Google it, and they're going to know everything they need to know. So it's a different time. It's a different era. The roofing industry is much more educated today because of the internet than ever before.
Would it be fair then, instead of asking the question regarding the certification, to ask about the warranty that is provided under the certification?
Yes.
Because we've talked in other episodes about the certified or the prorated warranties that are offered.
Yes.
Certified contractors and prorated warranties versus unprorated.
Yes.
Perhaps what a better question might be to say, great, that's a great certification, congrats.
Yes.
What warranties are offered under that cert?
Correct. And that is the right question, because at the end of the day, you have to carry a certification to offer the non-prorated warranty, and where the labor warranty, not just the material warranty, is covered by the manufacturer, not the contractor. Now, if you have the right contractor that's been there for 10 years, they're not going to go anywhere, or 20 years, or like our old roofing companies, 35 years now it's been around.
Yeah.
That company's not going anywhere. So you're always going to be protected on the labor warranty. If they say it's a 10-year labor warranty, no leak, or 20-year or lifetime, then that's what it is. And and the reviews are solid. They've been there forever. There's not a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And again, we'd mentioned in another episode, when you're a larger company that's been around and you're buying product, those manufacturers are not going to mess with you.
Yep.
You've got that leverage.
The leverage warranty.
Leverage warranty.
It's not on paper, but it's definitely there.
Yes, for sure.
So I think what I'm going to take away from this one, folks, is you've got to go ahead and you've got to do your research, okay? And then ask the right questions. Make sure that you look at the reviews and the stability of the contractor that you're working with. While, yes, it has become watered down in the manufacturer, certifications that they give away. One of the things that has become watered down are the reviews, satisfied customers, reputation, years in business that a contractor has. Yeah. So take it with a grain of salt. It's good, and make sure you ask the right questions about warranties, but then do your research on the back end. You're making a big investment. If you're willing to do it on an Amazon for a couple $100, you sure as heck better do it for a few thousand that you're going to be spending on that roof.
Know your contractor.
Know your contractor, all right? Don't get taken advantage of out there. You heard it first right here on Roofing Explained with your roofing expert, Mr. Mike